Hi, my name is Ranger Jason, and I'm a park ranger at Guilford Courthouse National Military Park. And today I want to introduce you to 3 great books you can find at the Greensboro Public Library to learn more about the American Revolution. So the first book I want to recommend is The Road to Guilford Courthouse by John Buchanan. Now this is a great book if you want to get introduced to what the American Revolution was like in the southern colonies at that time. John Buchanan does a great job of both introducing you to the key people who are down here in the South at the time, but he also introduces you to all of the major factors you need to understand. The economic factors, the racial factors, the political factors, everything. He does a great job of building the world of the South during the American Revolution so that as you go along and follow him along in this story, you get a good, firm foundation of what you're dealing with when we talk about the American Revolution in the southern colonies. My next recommendation is The American Revolution, A World War, edited by David Allison and Larry Ferrero. And there's 2 big reasons I really like this book. First of all, it gives you the global aspects of the American Revolution. France, Spain, and the Netherlands were all key in helping America get its independence, and they help you understand why those nations are joining in the war. But another reason I like this book is because it's actually a collection of essays. So each chapter is actually written by somebody completely different. And the great thing about a book like this is that as you read it, if you come across a topic or an author you really like, that's essentially introducing you to a new world and a new author that you can now start exploring through the library. The third book I'd like to recommend is The Men Who Lost America by Andrew Jackson O'Shaughnessy. And this is great because it gives you the British perspective of the war. And if you want to understand the American Revolution, you need to understand the British perspective. You need to understand why the politicians act the way they do, what the generals are thinking when they launch a campaign or decide to cancel a campaign. And Andrew Jackson O'Shaughnessy does a great job of telling you that story in their own words. And if I'm being honest, I actually had a hard time picking just 3 books, so I have a bonus 4th from the North Carolina collection here, and this is volume 7 out of 8 volumes of the Nathaniel Greene papers. The general who commanded the American Army here, Nathaniel Greene, the namesake of the city of Greensboro, his papers have been edited and collected into a series of volumes. So if you want to understand the war, or understand his own thinking, you can read his own words as well as his correspondence with others to help you get a better, larger perspective, more on-the-ground perspective of what's going on at the time. Now, if you want to find out more, there are plenty of other books to read here at the library. You can always visit us at Guilford Courthouse National Military Park. You can also join me on Monday, January 4th at 6 p.m. for a special free Zoom program sponsored by Greensboro Public Library and the Greensboro History Museum. The program is 10 Things You Might Not Know About the American Revolution. You can find the link to register down below. And we look forward to seeing you on January 4th.